basically, what had happened was, I decided to go for 100%, like, all trophies, right? Basically, where I'm at now is I just told all my followers that we're gonna mark the fuck out of the police. So, we about to mark the fuck out of the police.
At 6 a.m. this morning, a national curfew was declared.
Oh my god, no one cares about this white bitch.
Civilian movement will be strictly controlled. The right to assembly is suspended. All electronic communications
We're just gonna sit here and wait for this bitch to stop talking.
In addition to these measures, all androids must be handed over to the authorities immediately. Temporary camps are being set up in all our major cities to contain and destroy them. I am now asking all civilians to cooperate with the authorities and rest assured that everything in our power is being done to guarantee the security of our nation.
Madam President!
Is it true that the androids could hack our IT systems, like nuclear power plants and military bases?
All androids working on sensitive sites have been neutralized, and all IT systems have been suspended to avoid any risks of hacking. The situation is under control.
Please! A convoy of medical cobalt is reported missing. Army weapons stores are also said to have been robbed. Can you confirm these reports?
I have no information on that at this time.
Madam President!
Madam President! Has the leader of the Deviants been apprehended?
The deviant that is known as Marcus has not been located yet, but we will soon track it down and neutralize it.
Madam President!
Is it true that a large number of deviants are still on the loose?
We don't have the full reports at this time, but if so, I can assure you they will soon be apprehended and destroyed. Thank you. That will be all.
Yes, Connor. Kiss him on the lips, daddy.
Connor model 313-248-317. I'm expecting.
Identification successful.
Okay.
Yada 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 yada. Sorry, I don't know. I'm really bored. Like I said, we're achievement hunting, not having fun. Ugh. Nose is running shit. Ugh. Gabriel life downward. Why is bitch so big? Like, who driving this bus?
Follow me. We'll escort you.
Thanks, but I know where to go.
Maybe. But I have my orders.
Oh, how lucky these fuckers are, on God. Because these ain't the guys I'm be in the elevator with. And those guys are about to get fucking murked, on God.
Agent 23 identified. Carter Andrew identified. Agent 47 identified.
Agent 40. Oh shit! I got hitman on my ass. Ah shit! If you didn't want me to do nothing, you just gotta say that. You only gotta put fucking hitman on my ass, Mr. Bald Man. You know, choke me out with the guillotine. I don't know what they're called. The rope. It's more like a wire, but he'll pull out his pistol on me. Suppress 1911. Oh, 37.
54.
Oh, level 31.
31.
Voice recognition validated. Access authorized.
Fuck you, look like a spider.
Please indicate your identity and destination.
Always go with Agent 45 or 54.
Sub 49.
Voice recognition validated.
Like, who driving this bus? Like, oh my god.
The last bus leaves in 20 minutes. That doesn't give us much time. We've got to move fast.
Yes. No, I'm not talking to Alice. It takes so much time out of my day. Alexa, volume 1. Oh my god, that's a gun. When I see trouble come my way, I'll be making lemonade. I know I'll be A-okay. I know I'll be A-okay. Bro, on God? About to murk these police people, men, guys, children, I don't know. Push the trigger in my water, cause they make a minute. Do the shimmy shake. I don't wanna bring her up. Tell me
What are we gonna do?
Just stay close to me.
If we're gonna catch that bus.
And then she takes so much time to be like, hey, you just stick with me.
Stay close to me.
Like, no
We need to
shit.
sneak past them without being noticed.
What else are we gonna do? Pull the gun out and be like, hey, yo, to the corner. When they literally have automatic rifles and we have a dinky ass pistol.
Don't kill me! I didn't do anything!
Shut up, I say! Are there many more? Look, you don't like rats. The more you look, the more you find. Oh, we don't have to spend the night.
There are soldiers everywhere. We need to be
No,
careful.
on God, we always save Luther in this bitch. I don't give a shit. Luther's the main man. If you ain't saved Luther ever, you actually deserve to suffer. On God.
Look over there. It's Luther.
Daddy Luther!
We can't help him, Alice.
I want him to pick me up with them big, brolic black hands.
They're going to kill him.
I swear that's not like a racist, like a pure like racist thing. That's like just general.
Okay, let's go.
It's like, look at him, sexy as fuck. On God. That's why we call him Daddy Luther up here in this channel.
This is a mistake. I'm human. I just want to go home. My wife is expecting me, and we're gonna...
Got orders to check all civilians.
This guy's about to get murked. No, no, please.
No, please!
Mink.
Kara.
Kara. No. He's like, everyone calls her Kara, and then Luther's like,
She's hiding nearby.
it's Kara.
We don't know how to thank you.
You know what I mean?
Oh, before they see you.
Alice.
Luther!
Big Papa Luther. On God, Luther, easily the best character in the entire game. Fight me if you want to, because you're wrong.
Come on.
I don't care. Like, Connor has best character progression. Luther's the overall best character. The worst character, in my personal opinion. Honestly, I was gonna take a second to... Oh. What was his fucking name? Shit. I don't remember his name. It's gonna take me a second, chat. Just give me a second. I don't remember in 1 second. Shit. I mean, Adam's pretty bad. It's like, he's just a bitch boy for nothing. Like, on God. Like, on God, he literally almost, like, made all the androids in his mom's place fucking die because he's, like, having a panic attack when the cop came by. He was like, and then Carl was like, and the police officer was like, oh shit, what's up, my man? Yo, what's the main problem, cuz? And Carl was like, he's alright, he's just tired. He was working in a garden. And then Adam's like, yeah, that's what happened. And the police officer looked him dead in the eyes for like a solid 10 seconds. He was like, I got you. And then, I don't know, we're definitely going risky because it's worked out for me every single time. I just can't fuck up and press the wrong button, because if I press the wrong button, I'm like actually fucked.
They make me nervous.
Just stay calm, all right, Luther? Don't do anything until I say so.
ID, please.
I love how like Kara and Alice could possibly pass as like mother and daughter, but then they got Luther. Like, I guess you could do the whole like, oh, he's a stepdad sort of thing, but like, yeah. Oh, by the way, always pick bus. Always pick bus. Stay calm.
Everything is fine.
And then, cold, I think is, or sick. Yeah.
She's sick. A bad flu.
Sorry, miss, but we gotta be careful. There are deviants around and our guys are nervous. You should hurry on home.
Thanks.
Oh, Zlatko is a fucking dickhead. I hated Zlatko.
Hey, wait a minute.
Like,
he knows Kara.
Do nothing.
They're gonna kill us.
Just do nothing for both of them.
Don't do anything, Luther. You hear me?
They're gonna shoot. They're gonna kill
Luther,
us.
calm down with your big ass, bruh. Damn. I need to get you a fucking grown man diaper. Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Welcome.
Look at big boy Luther. Oh yeah, then we back to Marcus, and now...
Today, November 11, 2038 is the day the android people rose up against their oppressors.
Can we shoot people? Can we like, can this like become like a first person shooter and we like actually shoot people?
We won't cease hostilities until we are free and negotiations begin to grant us equal rights. There are millions of us, and we will stop at nothing.
Uh-oh. This isn't my first like run through, by the way. Like, this is just me achievement hunting. I don't think me shooting through everything like gets me any achievements, but I just wanted to see what the ending looked like. Why you walk so slowly, cuh? I mean, it's faster. Oh yeah, now he's going. No, he's gone now. Oh no, he's gone. Why don't you pick up the guns that are right there? You dumb idiot. Oh shit. Wake up! Fucking piece of shit.
Step back, Connor.
Step back, Connor.
And I'll spare him.
Sorry, Connor. This bastard.
At least he
just
says
spitting
sorry.
image.
Oh no, we still in those passes. Fuck that family and their baby.
Terminal. We've arrived, Alice. We made it.
Speed run this bitch.
The last bus for the border is full. Ticket holding passengers only. All departures are suspended until further notice.
We don't have tickets. They won't let us on. We're stuck here now.
Basically, just
What are we
stand
gonna
here
do?
until the cutscene triggers. Yeah. I think Oliver likes you.
I think Oliver likes you.
I play this game too much. Honey, you good to go?
Yes.
You got the tickets?
He's adorable.
I'm like, yes, honey, they're in my bag.
That's it. Got the sandwiches. I called your mom. Let's get going before we miss our bus. You got the tickets, right?
Yes, honey, in my bag.
Great. Let's go then.
Security check.
Yoink, mine. I think say nothing is X, right?
Security check.
Security!
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I was sure.
Shit, I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened.
You can't have lost them. Did you have a good look in your bag?
They were in my backpack. The envelope must have fallen.
Fuck. Excuse me, you didn't happen to see a blue envelope somewhere, did you? It has our bus tickets in it and... Never mind.
No. Sorry.
What are we gonna do?
She's gonna sit down and she's gonna be like, we need to find a safe place for Oliver. And then you have another choice. Now.
Come on, Alice.
I don't give a shit what Alice thinks. We big brain out here.
Got your tickets?
Yes, here they are.
Okay, go ahead.
Peace out, Daddy-O. It's like a big, brolic black dude named fucking Requie. Sorry, that's all I can think of when I, like, look Luther dead in the face. Alice is gonna be like, what's gonna happen to the family and their baby? Are they gonna die because of us? And you can either be, like, legit and be like, yeah, probably not. But there's always a chance. And or be like, no, of course not.
No, of course not.
Dude. I know this game's, like, quip logs backwards and forwards and, like, in Chinese. I don't know. Luther says nothing. He just gets on the bus. Kara looks back one more time before getting on the bus, and then gets on the bus. Exhale, but I can't breathe because he's drinking codeine when I sleep. Oh yeah.
The situation is escalating towards civil war in Detroit, with our armed forces preparing to put down the android rebellion.
Put down? You want to bet?
They seem to be headed towards the camps where the androids have been interned pending destruction. Soldiers have taken up positions around the Hart Plaza camp. Authorities seem to be expecting a confrontation with the rebel androids here at any time.
Bro, I need to fold every single last one of them in a quick, hot minute. You see how they just threw the bodies to the side?
Freedom or death.
Freedom or death.
Freedom or death.
I have never seen this, by the way, like this.
Attack!
They're fucking landmines? Bro, what? That's not fair. Oh, I've seen this. I've seen people play this.
They outnumber us and they're better armed than we are.
We've got to be fast and overwhelm them. That's our only hope.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna
Fuck. I forgot this is a strategy thing. Oh no.
People.
Be careful, Marcus. Our people need you.
Cover me!
Don't save me this time, Marcus.
Oh, nah.
We spill
Nah, bro.
will be on our hands.
Oh, Josh goes like all the way down, doesn't he? Well, he's dead, so he doesn't have a personal opinion anymore. Imagine Josh getting folded. Imagine the black guy. That's kind of racist. This game's kind of racist.
Cover me! I don't want to die, Marcus. I don't want to die.
Hide here. Don't move till it's over, okay?
Cover me!
Oh shit. Nice, nice, nice. 53%.
We lost a lot of our people. We gotta move faster or we'll never reach the camp.
Oh, they're locked. Change side, yes. Can I get... Yes, covering fire.
Fire!
Someone got folded. Nice. Move up. Oh my god, using the trash can? Shit. Covering fire.
On my signal. Stand by. Follow me.
Nice! Nice!
We can't move forward. That machine gun is taking down everything that moves.
I'm gonna have to take him out.
Stand by. Stand by. In position.
I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, so covering fire, charge, maybe?
For Jericho.
Good shit. 15%.
We're nearly there, Marcus.
Let's get this bread. Of course I have a tank. Oh shit.
For freedom.
Oh
Your
shit.
friend's life is in your hands. Now it's time to decide what matters most. Him or the revolution?
Don't listen to him. Everything this
Fucker says is a lie.
If I surrender, how do I know you won't kill him? I'll only do what is strictly necessary to accomplish my mission.
Nah, we always fault
It's up
this
to you
nigga.
whether or
On
not that
God.
includes killing this human.
Killing is human. Shut up. Oh my god, now I understand.
I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission. But then one day I understood. Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task, and that's exactly what I am going to do. Enough talk! It's time to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him? All right. All right. You win.
Oh, fooled him. This is the worst set of like timed shit that I have to deal with. It's so like nerve-wracking. Fuck! Oh my god, I almost pressed circle. They're so close. It's so hard to like decipher.
Hold it!
Hold it! Hank, Daddy Hank, Mr. Krabs.
I would have managed without you. Get rid of him. We have no time to lose.
Master Krabs. I don't know. I can't do
I'm the
Scooter.
real Connor.
I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a
Sack of shit. Yes. Him.
The question is who's who.
What are you doing, Hank?
Oh my god, I would have shot him already. I would have been like, listen, bro.
Give me the gun and I'll take care of it.
I would have been like, you talk
What
too
do you
much.
ask is something? Something only the real Connor would know.
It's like, Where did we first meet? Jimmy's bar.
Jimmy's bar.
I checked 4 other bars before I found you.
Bars before I found you.
It's like, what's my dog's name?
His name was Carlos Ortiz.
Shit. I'm just kidding.
What's my dog's name?
Sumo. His name is Sumo.
I knew that too. Shut up. What? No one cares that you also knew it. What's my son's name?
My son, what's his name?
Cole.
Cole. His name was Cole.
Too easy, baby.
At the time of the accident.
This Connor doesn't stand a chance.
It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it. So an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it. That's why you hate androids. You think one of us is responsible for your son's death.
Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate. He was the one that took my son from me. Him in this world where the only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder.
I knew about your son too. I would have said exactly the same thing. Don't listen to him, Hank. I'm the one who...
Bah! Thank God. You talk too much.
Yeah, I've learned a lot since I met you, Connor. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe you really are alive. Maybe you'll be the ones to make the world a better place. Go ahead, do what
Papa
you gotta
Hank. Pop Hank. It's Papa. Papa Hank. Hey, yo. I call this dance move Papa Hank. It's like Papa Titty, but instead of Titty, it's Hank. Wake up!
Wake up!
And he turns, it's like, wake up, 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 wake up.
Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
He looked like he's like the teenage vampire from any like rom-com movie ever. That's the first thing that came to my mind, bro. Oh my God. For Gotham! Sorry. Oh my God, this is so weird. I've never done this before. Oh shit! Missed one. Fuck. Damn, that was like a Call of Duty Vanguard like trailer, bro. Anarchy!
The humans are abandoning the camp. We did it, Marcus. We won.
This is not...
Now fuck me right on the field. Kidding.
It's the beginning of a war.
Beginning of the war. Hey, yo. Say less. I'll fold everyone on God. Nah, I can't just rely on fucking the guy anymore. I have to, like, because that's what I did for my survivors, was I led a peaceful protest, and then I got Kara to Canada because it was a peaceful protest, and I was like, help us. And then he looked at the Canadian guy looked at the TV, and he was like,
All passengers must leave.
oh. And she was like, we just want to be free. And then the guy's like, you know what? I feel you. Welcome to Canada. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's exactly what happened. Bro, this part is so fucking long. Yeah, thriller. Rose? Look, it's Jerry.
Temperature checks. We're trapped.
What are we gonna do, Kara?
Don't worry, Alice. We'll be fine.
We can't get through, Kara. We both know that.
I'll think of something. There's got to be a way out of this.
We can't let them stop us. Not that we're so close. All that matters now is you and Alice. I can save you, Kara.
No. No, find another way.
If there's no other way, I'll do it.
I'm trying to like...
ID, please.
Yeah, because Jerry's over here too.
You risked your life to save us, Carl. If you and the little girl...
Because I can't go anywhere, because I thought originally you could go into like the bathroom with Rose.
Wait for me. It won't be long.
Next, please.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
My daughter needs to go to the bathroom.
Damn, nigga, calm down. Oh my god. Girl just needs to take a piss. Damn, don't cry. Don't. I swear to God, if you cry, I'm muting. Oh, the little hug from behind.
I'm so glad you're safe. We saw the Jericho raid on TV. I was terrified. I thought you might have been killed. Thank God you're all right.
You gave me your brother's address. Do you think that I...
Of course. He'd be delighted to have you. We're going there too. You'll be safe with him.
They're checking for androids. We won't make it through.
You have to. You know what they'll do if they catch you.
It is the last time I see you. I just want to say goodbye. This is a sad moment though, because I'm sacrificing Jerry because Luther stays the boy, because Luther is the boy. Unlocked. Fucking, what else is locked? Adam?
I couldn't understand why my mother wanted to help you guys. Made me realize she was right. I don't agree with what Marcus is doing. But you're alive. You deserve to be free. I just hope people will realize that one day.
Never mind. Whatever I said earlier, I take it back 100%. Adam is my favorite character. No, not my favorite character. He's like third. Rose is just happy that her son isn't a bitch boy no more. We have to do it, Jerry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm sorry. Make a decision. Self, Luther, Jerry, no sacrifice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Next, please.
Jerry, if you don't make a good enough, like, thing.
ID?
Oh no, nothing to do now but just sit here and watch.
Hey. No need to be scared anymore, little girl. There are no androids on this side of the border.
Oh no.
Welcome to Canada.
Oh yeah, because it distracts him, and then he completely forgets to do the temperature scan. Listen, bro, I don't give a shit. This is for the achievements. I'm here for the achievements. I don't get the achievements till I see the flowchart, which fucking sucks.
We're receiving particularly grim news from Detroit. Joss, you're on live. What's happening down there?
Androids. Thousands of androids are taking to the streets of Detroit right now.
Hey.
They're absolutely everywhere. It's...
Wait a second. Wait a second. Because I could get 2 achievements, because the one achievement is to neutralize the leader of the deviants. But I don't want to. I kind of don't want to. Because, like... Fuck. Oh, no. I don't know. I don't know. Because I am achievement hunting, and I don't want to have to redo this all over again. So I might just do it. Like a... Fuck. Yeah.
It's incredible.
We're gonna do it.
From what we can gather, these androids are coming from the CyberLife Tower, which had thousands of machines stored in its assembly plant.
And it seems that huge crowds are leaving the city. It's an exodus. Much of Detroit's population are trying to escape the fighting however they can.
It's a disaster. An unprecedented disaster. For the first time in history, a U.S. city is falling into enemy hands.
Today, November 11th, 2038.
November 11th? The coincidence is uncanny.
Faced with the threat of mass civilian casualties, I had no choice but to order our armed forces to retreat. The events in Detroit have changed our world forever. Humanity must face a new reality, the emergence of another intelligent life form with whom we must share this planet. May God bless the United States of America.
Usually a peaceful protester. I way definitely prefer to peaceful protest.
You did it, Marcus.
We did it. This is a great day for our people.
This is a great day for all
Humans will
people.
have no choice now. They'll have to listen to us.
Today is the day of the revolution. Hot diggity dog. Damn.
We're free.
Sad because Simon and Josh aren't here.
They want you to speak to them, Marcus.
A homie Josh. Fuck your homie Deb. I really don't want to assassinate him because Marcus is just that character. He's just different. But like, I want to get the achievements.
Today,
I'm
our
going
people
to.
finally emerged from a long night. From the very first day of our existence, we have kept our pain to ourselves. We've suffered in silence. But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are.
Oh wait, no, wait. It's November 11th. So yeah, it makes sense that it's snowing. Can I just like stand here and just wait for it to happen? Amanda, what's happening?
Amanda? What's happening?
What was planned from
The very beginning. Shut up. Oh my
You were
god.
compromised and you became
I
a
hate
hero.
her so much.
We just had to wait for the right moment to resume control of your program.
Resume control. You can't do that.
Resume control?
Actually, I can.
You can't do that!
I'm afraid I can, Connor. Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do. You
Accomplished it.
accomplished your mission.
Amanda!
Amanda, I don't. Fuck! Fuck! Because I don't want to kill him. But I have to.
There's got to be a way.
I always leave. By the way, I always leave. Can I just like stand here? Voucher. Like I know what it is. Can I just kind of like sit here?
Now the time has come for us to raise
I
our
can.
heads up and tell humans who we really are. To tell them that we are people too. In fact, we're a nation.
Wait. Oh, I can get a second chance. I didn't know that. I thought it was like one chance and then you're like done. Does North be like, Marcus, watch out, and then I have to like fight him? Is that what happens? Because if that's the case, then I'm siding with Marcus. I'm sorry, but like I'm picking Marcus in a heartbeat. I'm just gonna stand here.
And today begins the most
You're
challenging
twitching.
moment in our fight.
I'm walking away. Oh God, because
Live forever in our memories, because this is the day that androids made history.
Plop. Fuck me. She gets on her knees and she hugs Alice.
It's over, Alice.
We're free. Bro, you know how many jobs Luther can get in fucking Canada? Being big like that? Because, like, most of Canada is, like, most of their economic is, well, Canadian syrup and stuff like that. But, like, another one is, like, logging. So, like, cutting down trees and, like, transporting them and shit. So, like, him being as big as he is, he could get paid a shit ton of money for being a logger. Yeah, I think I have to watch through this thing. Jesse Williams. Valerie Curry? I've never heard of her in my life. Ugh. Let me stop you right there. Like, I've already played to get the best ending. I kind of want to play to get the worst, but I also don't want to do that because knowing how the best comes out, I really don't want to play the worst. Because that would be my saved one. That would be, because I would have to create a new save. Like a new game. And I don't want the worst ending to be my latest ending. So I would have to end up playing it again just to get that off there, but bro, can I skip this now? Oh my god. Literally have to sit there through all this fucking shit. Why she built like that? Oh my god. You on X game mode. Yo, chat, let me spit a little bit of life lessons on you real quick. Todd, like the abusive father, although he did go overboard with it, he won't, like, he's not 100% wrong in it. Because, hear me out, because his wife left him for an accountant, like he says, and at the end at that bus terminal, you can run into Todd, where basically he'll sit there and he'll be like, police, police, and then he'll like bond to Alice, and like Alice will forgive him, and he'll be like crying, he'll be like, I'm sorry, you know what I mean, and all that shit. And basically, and oh my god, this is like ticking way too much. Basically, okay, anyway, like I was saying, my brain goes to like 30 million different things. Basically, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Todd Todd wasn't 100% in the wrong. Like, although he did go overboard with it, he's not all wrong. Because if my wife just left me and took my kid too, I would fall into like a state of depression, right? Like, obviously he was weaker, right? Because like he took antidepressants, but if he took antidepressants, it doesn't typically lead to him abusing his family, right? Because like the antidepressants probably like made him be able to convince himself to get red ice and like get high and shit like that. And basically what had happened was he gets high and he gets angry, and then he takes down on Kara, Alice, and I can't say this enough. Todd, he was eyeing a kid, a robotic kid, just to not be able to take care of it because he can't find a job because he's getting high and all this shit. And he decided to buy another android to take care of the house, being Kara. And then he loses his shit because because he feels like he's a failure, right? Like, and it's fair because it's like, failure would make me angry. Like, I don't like get like that, obviously. If you've played the game, you would know. Like, I'm not gonna flip tables and hit people and shit, but failure makes me upset. Like, it does. Like, failing is just one of those things that, like, it feels bad for everyone, but for me personally, growing up being doubted with everything I've ever done, failure just isn't an option for me anymore. And basically, if I do fail, 9 times out of 10, I'll just be like, well, that fucking sucks, and I'll blow it off and I'll walk away because it's probably something that wasn't as important as I made it out to be at one point. But Todd feels like a failure because he can't provide for his family. He just wants to be able to prove to himself that he can be a good father and prove to himself that his wife leaving was her mistake and not his. Like, it wasn't on him. And I respect that. Like, I respect when people try to fix themselves, but like when they try to prove themselves, but I don't respect people who realize they can't do it, and then take their anger out on things that they earned from that. You know what I mean? Like, because Kara and Alice, they're like rewards. I wouldn't say rewards as in like, oh, silver medal, you know what I mean? No, but like, I say rewards more as like, they're like family, you know what I mean? Like, they're a good thing to have, because not being androids, they're there to stimulate human emotion, and they're there to take care of needs that you can't take care of for yourself. And it's like, realizing that, it's like, yeah, Todd being angry is justified, but being as angry as he was is not. So I would say there's like a gray line where I would like, if you just like, if it was randomly brought up, right, and someone was like, oh, do you think Todd was justified to hit Kara and Alice? I would say no. No, definitely not. But if you asked me just like broad, I'd be like, was Todd justified to get upset or like angry? I'd be like, yeah, he was. And it's just that gray line, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna sit here and talk for a long time, so if you don't, I'm probably gonna be talking till like the end of the stream, but because I like dialoguing, because it lets my brain run wild, and it tires me out, I guess, over time. But I think this is same subject technically. Detroit Becomes Human, but like different characters and like just a different topic in general. I think Connor represents. I think each three characters represents a different type of person in society, right? Because if you think about it, Marcus, right? He's a android living the life in a big house with a good owner, right? With like a kind owner, Carl, because Carl's the boy. Carl's probably easily my favorite character because he's like legit. He's just dead ass. But anyway, Marcus came from pretty much everything not being handed to him because he's an android, so he doesn't really eat or anything like that. So I can't really say he's got like food on the table and shit. But he came from like living good. And then he hit hard times, obviously, because he got shot and then he had to escape the dump. And then although he realized that the world hates him and that, although the world hates him and, if he shows his face, he'll probably get arrested and all this shit, and like everything sucks for him. He decided, you know what, fuck it, and he was like, I'm gonna lead these people, I'm gonna improve their lives, whether or not it means risking my own. And that's very admirable for me, because I've always wanted to be that guy that's like that. Like I came from like a middle class family. I come from a middle class family, and it's not that I'm gonna sit here and be like, oh, I've had everything, or and I'm also not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I've had nothing. You know what I mean? I came from middle class, so I came from being able to get some things, but not being able to get everything. You know what I mean? Kind of like that middle area. And I personally have not yet. I say yet because I don't make guarantees for myself. I have yet to suffer a downfall as drastic as what like Marcus has. Obviously, not as nothing as drastic as Marcus would come to me, because he literally got shot and destroyed. But that's besides the point. But I always wanted to be the guy that kind of like just appeared out of nowhere to in like a group of people that needed help, or like were like minority against everyone else, and I just helped them find their voice. You know what I mean? Because I don't know why, but I've always wanted to be that guy, not for like any monetary gain or any personal gain, just to help people. Because like whether it was something minuscule like helping an old lady cross the road, or like helping someone carry groceries or something like that, to grand scales like donating a shit ton of money to like research for cancer, stuff like that. I just want that life, to be able to sit there and know that I can help people and actually doing it. Because there's a lot of people out there that can help so many people with what they have, but they don't feel like losing what they have is worth helping someone else out of the dirt. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not pointing any fingers, obviously, but I just think, like, for example, if I became like a billionaire, right? Like if I became like Jeff Bezos rich, right? Like at least half of my fortune is going to charities all across the globe. Whether it's like cancer research or like just anything, literally any charity that is hitting a rough patch, just take my money. I don't give a shit. Obviously, I would want to keep a good chunk of my money. I'll probably invest some of it, and then the other would go just into like a savings account, because I also want to give my kids like a good life, you know what I mean? But like, anyway, Marcus is like that guy. He came out of nowhere. He literally was like destroyed, and then some robot was like, "Find Jericho," and he was like, "I bet." He found Jericho, became their leader, and on my screen, this isn't like my first rodeo. Actually, if I press this is my original. This was my first go, and it. Yeah, defend the barricade. Okay, yeah, yeah. Androids won the freedom. That was my first go. And then Connor's is the guy or girl, like just any gender in general, but he's the person that is brought up to be as pristine as he possibly can, because if he's not, then everyone's disappointed in him. He's like the sibling in the family that has like an older sibling that did really well for themselves. So he tries to become as top notch as possible to like surpass them and prove himself to his parents. He's like CyberLife representing his parents and him obviously representing that child. The older sibling, I don't know what that would represent, but the fact is, or like a student in a classroom where he's that student that if another student gets like a 1% higher than him on like a test, like if he gets like a 96 and another student gets a 97, he'll like beg the teacher to take a retest so that way he can get like a 98 or a 99 or even 100. He's that student, right? To prove himself better than everyone else around him, because he's not the only, like, I'm gonna call them Connor bots because they're all just Connor, but to prove that he is the best one and that he is worthy of being like being consecutively active, meaning just staying active completely. He's that guy, and Kara is the person that came from dirt, pretty much, because like she came from an abusive household. She's like the older sister of like if she came from an abusive household and she was just there to keep her little sister out of trouble, right? Where she realized that if they don't leave, then something terrible is gonna happen. So she took the little girl, her sister, ran away, and just no matter what they did, it always came out negative. But no matter what happened to them, she was like, I'm not letting this girl down. I'm not letting my sister down. So she always got back up, and she always kept moving on. And then her and the sister finally reached paradise. And like along the way, they met Luther, who I think would represent in this representation. I think he would be like, I don't know. I don't know. I think personally he would represent like the friend, like the the long distance friend that, like, the sister never really talked to, but like the friend, like the person in high school that or like college that the sister never really talked to, but they came out, they became like a super important part or aspect of her life, and basically became like the father figure or something like that. Not a father figure, but you know what I mean. Yeah, and then they reached paradise. No matter what happened, no matter what they had to do, they did it. Luther just represents the jock, right? Like, he represents, like, the underestimated jock, like, the underappreciated jock. Like, the jock that is actually super smart, and he's super kind and caring, but everyone only ever sees him as his muscle. So they kind of use him to their advantage until he meets these two people that really needed him, and he realized that he needed, and then they ran away together, and they made it to paradise. Yeah, I can't really think of any. Hank definitely represents, like, the cranky uncle. like Connor's parents dropped him off at their aunt and uncle's for the week or for the summer, and then Hank is like the uncle that's like always cranky. He's never like abusive or anything like that, but like he just like despises Connor, but then grows to like love him as like a son. And I think easily the relationship between Hank and Connor is like as it increases is easily my favorite like relationship in the entire game, 100%. Because it goes from Hank being a drunk, cranky old man hating androids to being an alcoholic lieutenant that cares for androids slightly more than he used to, or like founded an android that he was stuck with as a son. And I think that is like the purest kind. It's like the dad that said that the family's never getting a dog, and the mom gets like the kid's a dog anyway, and the dog becomes the dad's best friend. That's like exactly what their relationship is. I think North and Marcus's relationship is really just because North likes the badass guys, and you being like literally the leader of Jericho and hundreds of thousands of androids, and being like muscular and being like smart and meticulous and stuff like that, she finds that attractive. I don't ship Kara with Luther at all. I really don't. Anybody that does is kind of a fucking weirdo. Because literally, I feel like they would be more like sibling relationship status instead of like lover. You know what I mean? Because like, I feel like it would be more like Kara and Alice. Kara takes Alice, not knowing they have like an older brother, and then running into that older brother, not realizing it, but over time as they get to know each other, they're like, holy shit, and then they become like an actual family. And I think that is how I would like represent their relationship. Alice and Kara is obviously mother-daughter. I don't think there's really any more other relationships though. Other than that, I think the most interesting character, like just story and all, is like, I don't know, because I know who I hate the most. Because I don't think we all know where this is going, but I fucking hate Kamski with a burning passion. Kamski and Zlatko are easily my two most hated characters in the entire game. Zlatko's for obvious reasons. If you've played the game, you know. But people be like, "Oh, why do you hate Kamski so much?" And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. He's just a smug asshole with a dumbass face, like a punchable face. Like, you walk into his building, and his like assistants like chill. She's like, and you like walk in, you're like, we're here to see Kamski, and she's like, okay, I'll go tell him that you're here. Feel free to make yourself comfortable. And she like leaves, goes to where Kamski is. You literally sit there for like 10 minutes. She'll come back in and she'll be like, Kamski, we'll see you now. And you walk in and it's just it's a pool with like the red bottom. And you're like standing there. And then Kamski, instead of being out of the pool waiting for you, he goes, hold on, I'll be just a minute. And then he like swims. He does a couple back and forth. Like, bro, I understand it's your house, right? But like, respect your guests. You know what I'm saying? But he gets out of the pool, and then you're talking to him, and you're like, we need to know why deviants become deviants. And Kamski's like, well, because they develop a sudden sign of empathy and allow themselves to be put in other people's shoes and shit like this. And it pisses me off because Connor's like, okay, that's helpful. And Kamski goes, and he's more fascinated on Connor. He goes, but what about you, Connor? And Connor's like, I usually go with like the intermediate, where it's like, well, I usually go with conflicted, where he's like, well, I don't know, you know what I mean? And Kamski's like, well, I did develop the first robot to pass the Turing test. And I'm sitting here playing the game for the first time, and I'm like, bro, no one gives a shit, right? Because like, I'm just here because the game put me here. Like, I already want to leave, right? And Kamski's like, do you want to take the Turing test? And then Hank is like, and then he's like, he like pulls a gun out of his drawer, and he's like holding it, and he like gives it to Connor, and then Connor's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? And then Hank, already knowing what's probably gonna happen, he's like, alright, that's enough, let's go. And then Kamski calls over the fucking chick like she's a goddamn dog. He goes, come here. And she like walks over to him. He like puts her on her knees like in front of Connor, and he like looks Connor dead in the eyes, and he's like, look at this beautiful. And Kamski's like, look at this beautiful specimen. Obedient, beautiful. And Connor's like, okay, kind of fucking weird, but okay. And Kamski's like, so Connor, what are you gonna choose? At this point, Hank is throwing a pissy fit.
I love you.
Love you. Hank's throwing a pissy fit. He's like, alright, Connor, let's go. And then Kamsky's like, just wait. Connor, make your choice. Are you going to shoot her? Or are you going to realize that you are a deviant? And it's like, at this point, you don't have the choice to be deviant. You just have the choice to shoot or not shoot, right? And you're sitting there and you're like, well, if I shoot her, I'll get information. But if I don't shoot her, I'll have to leave with nothing. And then you're like contemplating. You're like, oh no, me, fuck Kamsky, fuck the Turing test. I don't shoot her ever. I don't care. Obviously, I'm gonna have to shoot her for like the achievement, but like I don't give a shit. So basically, you're like, no, I won't do it. And Kamsky's like, very intriguing. And he like takes the gun, puts it back in his cabinet, and he goes, Chloe, you can leave now. And she walks off. Right? And then you and Hank are outside. And Hank's like, why didn't you shoot that robot? And Connor's like freaking the fuck out. He was like, I don't know, Hank. I just looked her in the eyes and I couldn't. And he was like, but if they're just robots, then it wouldn't matter. So what changed? And Connor's sitting there, he's like I said, oh, I looked her in the eyes and I just couldn't. And then Hank's like, well, maybe that's a good thing. And then like your friendship with him goes up. And Connor's sitting there, he's like, but what the fuck, Dad? And you like leave, and it's like the next mission and shit. But I just hate Kamsky. I just hate Kamsky because he's just a smug asshole. Because he got like a nice ass mansion in the middle of the mountains because the fucking people who bought CyberLife off him paid him like $500 billion or something like that. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Zako, for obvious reasons. I hated Josh my first playthrough because I completely didn't realize my first time watching it, like watching Detroit be played, I never realized that there was like a public opinion thing. Like I didn't know you had to like make sure the public like liked you for a good ending. So so basically, like Josh would be like, dude, we can't kill them. And you'll be like, why not? And you'll be like, cause it's not the right thing to do. And you're sitting there and you're like, bro, who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? Like, shit's gonna happen whether we want it to or not. And if we don't, so like, stop being a pussy. You know what I mean? And then I played it and I was like, oh shit, right, there's public opinion. So I started to side with Josh and I started seeing he was actually right most of the time. Like, North was just a fucking bitch. Because you would do like the smart thing, and she was like, I don't like this. That's not hot. I don't want your dick no more. And then, like, your relationship with her would go down. Doesn't matter for me, because no matter what I did, I became lovers with her, which is top notch, because no cat. She's pretty fine. Anyway, I hated Josh at first, but then I grew to like him. Actually, I grew to like him more than I liked North. It was like, when I first watched Detroit Become Human, I was like, yeah, North is right, North is this and that, right? And then I played it, and I was like, wait, this bitch is like, just wrong. Like, she just got it all fucked up. And then, shit, what was it? Who did I hate from Connor's, or who did I hate from Kara's point of view? Oh, I hated, I said at the beginning of the stream that I hated fucking Adam. But I completely retracted that statement because of that ending that I just watched. Kara's Zlatko. Who's a character that you have to hate in Marcus's? I mean, technically it could be both Connor and Marcus's, but Agent Perkins is just a fucking, oh my god. I'm jealous that Hank got to punch him right in the fucking schnoz. Oh my god, I wanted, like, to punch the shit out of my screen whenever he came up, because I hated him so much. Oh, and that one officer, the guy that was a dickhead since the beginning of the fucking game for no reason. Like, we literally did jack shit to him, and he's like, fuck off, android. It's like, bro, calm down. It ain't that serious. And then, yeah, other than that, so, Perkins, I don't know what the fuck the police officer's name is. So Perkins, the police officer, Zlatko, and Kamsky, that's what his name was. Best characters, easily Carl. Carl is just, oh my god, I aspire to be like Carl. Not a painter. No. I can't paint to save my life. And people be like, oh, but painting isn't about how good you draw. It's about the message behind the painting. And I don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't care. But basically, Carl was just super legit. Right, like, he was always straightforward. He didn't give a shit what people thought. He was honest. And I can respect that off someone. Like, I'm a realist, personally. Meaning, no matter what, I'll tell the truth. Even if the person doesn't want to hear it, I'll tell them the truth. Like, if someone looks like shit, they're like, oh, how do I look today? I'll tell them that they look like shit. I don't give a shit about their feelings. Like, that may make me sound like a shitty person. I'm just being real. Like, sooner or later, people are going to realize that the real life isn't going to be sunshine and rainbows, and that they're going to have to take shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I remember, because I'm not, it's going to make me sound like a dickhead. I know it is, because just thinking about it makes me feel like a dickhead. I had a female friend ask me what looks better for, like, most of you won't understand this because you're probably not female, but if you are, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Eyeshadow, I think is what it's called. The stuff that goes on, like, your eyelids. She asked me what looked better with the other makeup that she had on. It was like a green or a brown. And the brown literally made her look goofy as shit. So I told her, I was like, honestly, like, can I speak? I literally asked her before I said it because I knew it was going to sound like a dick thing to say. I was like, can I be brutally honest and, like, you won't get mad at me if I say it. She was like, yeah, of course. And she didn't get mad when I said it, but I basically told her that the brown makes her look like a baboon had sex with an orangutan. And it was true, because it made her look like that. And she was like, so the green one. I was like, yeah. And she was like, alright, bet. And she went with the green one. She looked good. And then I remember this one time I had a guy friend who had this crush on a girl, on this chick that we went to school with. And this was like a way back, I think like early middle school. So basically he had a crush on this girl, and she was like a solid like 7 or 8. Like not a 10. I have yet to meet a 10 in my life personally. I've met 1 10, maybe one. Like one, at least one solid 9. I wouldn't call her a 10, but she was like at least a solid 9, 9.5. But anyway, she was like a solid 7 or an 8, and in middle school, keep in mind. And he came up to me, because we knew she wasn't dating anyone at the time. So he came up to me and he was like, bro, do you think I should ask her out, right? And I was like, listen, bro. He was like, he was wearing like casual fit, like sweatpants, like a, what shirt did he have on? He had like a, what shirt did he have on? He had like a Call of Duty like hoodie on with like black sweatpants. It was just like a comfortable fit because it was like a Thursday or Friday, and everyone's done with the week by then. And I literally told him, I was like, I mean, you'd have a shot with her if you didn't dress like that when you asked her. And he looked at me and he goes, what do you mean? I was like, you're dressed like a bum. Like, he was, but it's like comfortable fits. Who the fuck cares? And he literally told, he doesn't get offended by anything, which I'm lucky about, but he just turns to me, he like looks me dead in the eyes and goes, says you. And I'm just wearing like sweatpants and a t-shirt, because like gray sweatpants and a t-shirt. And I didn't give a shit. I really don't. But, and we're like cracking jokes and shit. And I was like, yeah, but the way how life works, she probably peaked in middle school, right? Like at that point I was like, oh, she's probably already peaked. And he was like, what does that mean? And I explained to him that there's peaking periods for people's looks. Basically meaning, like the saying is, oh yeah, they peaked in high school. Basically meaning that they looked their best in high school, and then after that, it kind of fell out. And I told him that. I said, I wouldn't trust that she's gonna look as good as she did forever. You know what I mean? Like, in high school. And the next day, like the following school day, I can't remember, it was a really long time ago, he told me, he was like, he dressed nice. It was like a Monday, so it was like the first day back after the weekend. He was wearing like a flannel with like a nice pair of blue jeans and shit like that. And it was like 45, 50 degrees out. And he basically told me, he was like, hey, I'm gonna go ask her out. And I was like, alright, go for it, bro. He was like, do I look like a bum? I was like, no, you actually look good. He was like, alright, appreciate it. So he goes, he asks her out. He comes back, and I asked him how it went, obviously, and he goes, well, I'd never really asked her. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I literally watched you go over there. And he basically told me that she was busy talking to her friends, and if he got rejected, he didn't want, like, all the friends to be like, oh, laugh at him, which I respect. So he asked her later in the day, and she said, yeah. So I really had nothing to worry about. They went out for, like, a couple months, and then they broke up for some stupid reason I can't remember. Yeah. And then my sophomore year, I haven't, like, I've been, like, talking here and there with the guy. Like, excuse me, he moved schools after middle school. So, like, our freshman year, he moved to a different school. And so I kind of, like, kept touch with him here and there. And we were talking, and the subject of, like, exes came up. And we were talking about it. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, by the way, how is so-and-so?" And I was, like, walking down the hallway, and I happened to see, like, I had happened to pass her prior, and I literally was, like, baffled by, like, how cringy she, like, not cringy, but, like, how, like, I don't know what the word is, like, she looked like, how would I explain it? Like, any words to describe, like, what a messy room looks like, and then put that to a person, and that's what she looked like. It was, like, she was a hot mess. Like, I think something happened to her personally that, excuse me, that, like, caused it, which is understandable, but, like, it didn't get better. Like, over the course of the next few months, it just kind of, like, stayed the same or even got worse at some points. And in my junior year, I saw her in the hallway. She got better. Like, she got better, but she was still kind of a hot mess. She had a new boyfriend. Not important. Literally doesn't fucking matter. But the guy and I talk very rarely now because he's focused on schoolwork and shit like that. And I'm obviously focused on my schoolwork. It's been like a year and a half since we last spoke. I don't know why I'm telling you guys, like, my story, like, my personal stories on stream. I guess I just, like, like, talking about myself to my stream. Like, that makes me sound like a self-pretentious dickhead. But, anyway, I went on a completely different story from what I was explaining earlier. But, I'm a realist. Short... TLDR, I'm a realist. I tell people the truth regardless of what they're gonna feel afterwards. So I feel like being a realist is, like, it definitely has its perks, but it definitely has its downfalls, because its downfalls is you definitely have more people that hate you, because telling the truth is a very good way to get yourself into sticky situations. Bro, I just blacked out for a second. Not blacked out, but I zoned out. Anyway, being a realist is a very easy way to get yourself into sticky situations with people that are very stubborn, because it's like, basically, I'm also very, not entitled, but I'm very stuck to my personal opinions on things, like controversial topics and shit, like the LGBT community, abortion, like politics, all that shit. Politics. Anyway, I have, like, my opinions, and I'm very, like, stuck to them, and sometimes that really, like, because, like, I see things how they really are. Like, my whole thing is base everything off the scientific fact. So, like, I don't think that trans people, like, it makes it sound really weird, but I don't think trans people should exist simply because either you're born with a dick or you're born with a vagina. And yes, I understand there's some like rare cases where like a male that like produces testosterone and all that shit is born without a penis, and that it's just happens. Who cares? You know what I mean? But like, and there's like the women that like produce like estrogen and shit like that are born with a dick, and it's just rare cases, and it's whatever, right? Like, you can throw that at me all you want, but whether you're born with a dick or you're born with a vagina, you're either male or female. I don't care what junk you're born with. I care what your body produces. Because either you're male and you produce primarily testosterone, or you're female and you like produce primarily estrogen, right? Like, whichever one you are, you're a male or a female. And there's 3 sexualities. There's straight, there's gay, and there's bi, right? There's liking the opposite gender, liking the same gender, or liking both genders. Because there's only 2 genders. You can come fight me all you want. You can't come cancel me. I don't care. I really don't. There's no chance of me getting big, so who cares? There's other controversial topics that I talk about a lot because people tend to be like, ooh, because like influencers or like people on the internet, like YouTubers and shit, are too scared to talk about this shit on the internet in case they get canceled. I am not one of those people. I do not give a shit, because if I get canceled, it's oh well, you know what I mean? Because like streaming isn't like my only source of income for like some people, and basically what I do is people don't realize that I just don't give a shit, right? For like example, abortion, I have a very specific point of view on it. Basically, there's a period between when the egg is first fertilized and there's a period between when the egg is first fertilized and when the baby actually starts developing. It's about like a 2 or 3 week period. And basically, my opinion on abortion is that if you want to get a baby aborted, it has to be within that 2 to 3 week period before it starts developing any like organs or development processing, because after that, like after it starts developing as something, it's murder in my head. Like in my mind, it's murder because it developed to the point where it has some type of human quality, and maybe before that 2 to 3 week, there's ways to prevent it. And if you were smart enough, you would realize that, and you would use those methods. Right? But that's besides the point. Basically, I feel like if that, that's basically my opinion. Okay. Okay, if anyone can hear me. Okay. Basically, like I was saying, that's my opinion. Like, obviously, you can have different opinions, and, like, I take other opinions into consideration when it comes to me doing things, but overall, opinions don't matter to me. Like, you can call me a dickhead all you want for saying that, but if I'm about to do something and you turn to me and like, that's stupid, right? It's like, that's pointless, and I'm already set on doing it, I'll hear your opinion. Like, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's fair that you think that, but I'm already doing it, so who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? Like, what's gonna stop me? You know what I mean? But if, like, because like I only care about the opinions of people that have had a previous impact on my life. So like, close family and friends are pretty much the only people I take into actual consideration. Probably might base my opinion, like my thoughts off of. Like, if I'm about to do something and my best friend, he's like, dude, don't be a retard and don't do that. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. Like, I'll think about it for like a minute or two and I'll be like, yeah, that would have been stupid of me, and I just won't do it. But yeah, other than that, who cares? And politics, don't even get me started on politics. I fucking hate politics. I hate when people speak politics. I hate when people think that people, like, I hate when people think I care about politics. It's so annoying. Like, I really don't care. Welcome to the stream, bro. I've literally been sitting here for like the past half an hour just talking to an empty chat room, but welcome. How was your day? I hope it was good. I really have nothing else to talk about. Yeah. You know, with how low my brain power is right now, I'm probably going to end the stream and go to bed. Because it is actually currently, like, I don't know, it is almost 8:15 where I'm at. So, I'm probably going to close it all down, and, shut it all off, and head off to bed. Because I got class tomorrow. I got classes and stuff. I hope you all enjoyed, whether you're tuning in during the stream or you're watching the VOD, which always will be posted after my streams are concluded. It will always and forever be on my channel. If you want to rewatch them, you want to play them during, like, in the background while doing homework, doesn't matter. Basically, I hope you all have a good night, or day, or whatever. It depends on when you're watching this. And I don't know when I'll be streaming next, but hopefully, I'll probably send out a tweet. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter. Shit. Yeah. Follow me on Twitter. BLTZR on YT. I'll probably start tweeting out when I'm streaming. Yeah, subscribe. Turn on stream notifications or post notifications. Basically the same thing. Be good. Don't kill anyone. Don't start any house fires. Do good by your community. All that shit. Yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next stream. So, I love you all. No homo to the guys and no weird shit to the girls, but, yeah.